Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we're going to be looking at Jupiter in Libra. This video is for you if you have this particular placement. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. Jupiter in our natal charts deals with the area where we might be expanded through, that soul expansion, where we might grow. But it's also going to expand this particular area for us as well. It's going to be the area of abundance, luck, sometimes wealth as well. But also it's going to be the area where you might overindulge because Jupiter is expanding. Although it can expand in a positive direction, it can also go in the shadow direction as well. We'll get into that shortly. It's also going to be the area where you might be able to push boundaries compared to maybe other Jupiter placements. Also, because Jupiter does it with the higher mind, higher learnings, philosophies, all of these wonderful things. It might be the area that you guys experience these philosophies through, or you guys create some sort of philosophy through this particular area and then you guys go off and teach it. That's the thing with Jupiter energy. It teaches us, and then because we've learned something, had some sort of experience, if you guys wanted to, you guys could teach in that particular area as well, and it'll tell us maybe the style of teaching that you guys might have depending on the sign in there. Libra energy overall is the balance, okay? It's that balance energy, usually not completely balanced though. Libra is always seeking balance. It is the sign of interpersonal relationships, love, beauty, all the Venusian things in life, those indulgences in life, really enjoying the beautiful things, art, creativity as well, and relationships of all kinds. It's going to be all interpersonal relationships. Libra energy also, because it is a cardinal sign, it is a starter. This energy is going to be very good at negotiations. It's that charismatic energy. So with all of that being said, when you have Jupiter in Libra, definitely you guys are going to be exuding charisma is really what that is. You guys might be interested in something to do with speaking that really involves engaging with people and an audience of some sort. If it's not something where you're speaking to an audience directly, maybe it is something like going to networking events, for example, where you guys are using your charm to kind of get maybe clients. Let's say if you guys have a business, or if you guys are working with several people in a business, you guys are probably going to be like that front person for the business, getting those negotiations done, getting those contracts signed. Libra really does deal with contracts of all kinds as well. When we look at the tarot, it is the Justice card. So it really does deal with all sorts of legalities, the legal system, law, so anything really to do with contracts. So it's like, let's say you guys are signing a contract, Jupiter might bless you guys in this area where it's like maybe you guys overlooked something, but you guys got lucky and that maybe didn't affect you as much because maybe let's say there was the date that was wrong on there and then you guys got saved by the bell. That's sometimes how I also see Jupiter energy as well. It's very much saved by the bell energy where it's like you can really push things to the limit depending on what sign you have in here and then kind of get saved in the end. But obviously you don't want to over exceed that energy, right? That luck that you guys might have, because sometimes just the way that life is, you could push it to the limit, but eventually it might catch up with you guys. That's kind of like that Jupiter Sagittarian luck energy. It kind of works in this way. So whatever sign you guys have in here, you can really push things to the limit with that particular sign. So Libra is all things to do with beauty, also fashion, makeup, even art of all kinds. So because Jupiter is blessing you guys in this particular area, you guys are going to be very lucky when it comes to this whole world. Let's say you guys want to make money through your fashion or through your art or through maybe even music, anything that is Venusian. Maybe it's through paintings, maybe it's through pottery, maybe it's through creating coloring books. Whatever it is, Jupiter is going to be bringing through that abundance for you guys. Now obviously, just like all placements, it does depend on the rest of your natal charts, but this energy can be very good in law. Even let's say you guys want to become a lawyer yourselves, you guys would be very good lawyers because also at the same time, you guys yourselves are very, very charismatic. So it's like you guys know how to sway a crowd. You guys are going to be very good at like persuading people, depending on, again, whatever realm you guys want to be working in. It depends, once again, really on the rest of the natal chart, but you guys are going to be very persuasive. It's that charisma. And also another thing with this particular energy is that Jupiter, because it's expanding the Libra energy for you guys, it's expanding that beautiful vibe for you guys. So it doesn't matter whether you're conventionally attractive or not. There's just something about you guys that is just this vibe that people just want to be around. They also might feel kind of like they're elevated in one way, shape, or form. Maybe it's the way that you guys dress, maybe it's the way that you guys put yourselves together, maybe it's just a vibe and people just want to be around this vibe. I can really see this energy, depending on the rest of the natal chart, being involved in things like fashion shows. Maybe you guys organize the fashion show. Keep in mind though, Libra energy is the party host. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about with Libra energy. So Libra is very good at initiating an event and kind of gathering people together for a common cause. So with that being said, You guys might be very good at being event planners, for example. Maybe something to do with wedding planning as well, or just event planning overall, creating some sort of event where you guys are gathering people together for some sort of common cause. That's the thing without Libra energy, especially having Jupiter in Libra, and it's going to bring you abundance. So you guys might be able to monetize these types of events. Maybe it starts off as a hobby. Maybe you guys are really good at like creating those like books where people have kind of like a Pinterest board, but in a book. Lookbook, that's the word that I'm looking for. You guys might have an eye for these things, whether it's like interior design or fashion, whatever it is. Now, what I will say for this energy, let's say you guys have your own business, or you guys are trying to maybe get to some sort of job, even let's say you guys go to like a job fair or something of this sort. What I will say for this energy is that for you guys, the name of the game is like in person. So it's like when people meet you in person, it's like, yes, you can definitely maybe talk to them on the phone or send them text messages and emails, but it's not quite the same thing as meeting you in person. It's this vibe, it's this like charismatic aura that you guys have that almost like draws people in. Let's say you guys are maybe at a coffee shop and you guys start chatting someone up, and then that person ends up being the manager. They're probably going to want to hire you on the spot because you guys might just have this vibe. That's really what it is. It's a charismatic vibe when you guys have Jupiter and Libra, and you guys are probably going to be way more successful when it comes to those in-person interactions. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about for this energy as well is probably the most commonly known thing for Jupiter and Libra, which is the area of relationships. So you guys are going to definitely be blessed in the area of relationships, all relationships, whether it is romantic, whether it is your friends, whether it is business partnerships. You guys are definitely going to be blessed in this area. So for sure, you guys definitely want to be out there socializing, meeting people, not kind of like tucked away in a corner and not really being seen. It's interesting because in a way, the Libra energy still needs to be seen. It needs to be out there interacting and socializing because you guys are the social butterfly. But keep in mind, wherever you guys have Jupiter in your natal chart, Jupiter is expanding this area for you guys. So it's bringing you luck in this area. So going to these types of social events where you guys get to meet new people and connect people and make friends, or maybe look for partners, like whatever it is, you guys are going to be lucky in this particular area. Now, with that also being said, for you guys, you definitely feel more abundant and settled and maybe even stable when you guys are in a unit of some sort. So that's the whole thing with Libra energy. Now we're kind of going into like the shadows of Libra. Sometimes Libra can struggle to be on their own. When you have Jupiter and Libra, maybe you guys aren't dating someone, or maybe you guys don't have like a best friend or a buddy or whatever it is. You guys can really struggle because it's like at the same time, even though Libra is the social butterfly, you guys are also creating your identity through other people, in opposition to Aries. Aries is that independent energy, and then we have Libra, who creates their identity through other people. So for you guys, interacting with the world and people is going to be really important. Not only that, having some sort of partner or friend, once again, like a best friend or a buddy or whatever it is, you guys are going to feel even more abundant. So maybe when you guys are in romantic relationships, you guys start to maybe see your business take off, or your career take off, or your job take off, or your project, your creative project, like your ambitions, whatever it is, you might see this area take off for you guys when you guys are in relationships. Now, with that being said as well, we have to look at the shadow side of Libra because Jupiter could expand this, unfortunately, as well. So for Libra, a huge shadow is the fear of being alone. They might struggle with codependency. They might struggle with a sense of self, not really knowing who they are, because once again, the identity is created through other people. So when there's no people around, the question always comes down to who is the Libra person. So guys might have to pull from that Aries energy to create a strong sense of self first, and then go off and healthily engage in the world, trying not to be maybe codependent and dynamics. The thing is with this energy, because you have Jupiter in Libra, because you guys feel more abundant when you're in a relationship or a unit with another person, you guys might really struggle if you guys aren't in a unit with another person. You guys might feel purposeless, for example, because it's interesting. Sometimes this energy, I feel like from a higher self level, knows that when they are in a unit with another person, or they have that companion, or they have that person in their life, maybe again, it's a best friend, if it's not a romantic partner, it's almost like from a higher self level, you guys just know that you're going to activate more abundance for you guys. So just figuring out healthy ways to be in these dynamics, to not maybe get too sucked into the other person and maybe not focus on yourselves. Now, what I will say for this energy overall though, is you guys are definitely going to have a lot of suitors. Probably you guys might constantly be in some sort of relationship, if not a relationship, a friendship, or a best friend. There's always someone around you guys. More often than not, that's going to be the case. I really doubt that this energy is going to spend extended periods of time on their own, because it's just that type of energy is really what that is. It needs to be in a unit. Now, with all of that being said, because you guys are growing and learning and your expansion is through relationships, I can really see this energy also manifesting as those like relationships podcasts, or like a relationship coach, or even like, depending on the rest of your natal chart, I could even see this going into like studying human behavior. Let's say you have maybe Virgo or Scorpio in there as well, something that's going to maybe be a little bit more analytical, because because Libra spends a lot of time with people, and that's the thing, even with like how progressions work. Libra eventually goes into Scorpio, so it's like Libra learns people, and sometimes they learn really how to use their charm and what to say to get out of people. And then eventually in the overall zodiac, when Libra goes into Scorpio, Scorpio is now analyzing. It's going through the depths of like everything that they have learned, all the information that they have gathered within the Libra phase. So that's the thing. Do not underestimate Libras. I mean, above everything, Libra is super, super intelligent, can be manipulative, can go into like people pleasing as well, struggling with boundaries. But overall, this energy is very good for artists, creatives, if you guys want to work in law, the legal world, overall politicians, politics as well, kind of depending on the overall natal chart. But regardless, it has to be connecting people together. Whatever it is that the Jupiter and Libra person is doing, the root of it all are relationships, socializing, being a social butterfly, connecting people for some sort of reason. It's always going to be like a party host. That's the overall vibe with Libra energy overall. And then Jupiter is blessing you guys with abundance. Now, I also want to talk about overindulging as well. So you guys might overindulge in Libra-like things. You guys might overindulge in maybe shopping. Okay, so maybe that's very stereotypical Libra, but it could go into this area where it's like you guys just want to keep buying things, or it's like if it's aesthetics, you guys might spend like a lot of money when it comes to maybe making your place look aesthetic, or overall overindulge in the area of art and creativity, maybe spending a lot of money on going to like festivals and creative things and museums and like all these beautiful things. So overall, as long as you guys are engaging with people, socializing, creating some sort of events, connecting people together, you guys are going to feel very expanded. You guys are going to basically bring through abundance in this area in whatever way, shape, or form that abundance might manifest. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I do hope you guys enjoyed my video on Jupiter in Libra. If you guys did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.